Mike Goldberg, Big John McCarthy, Bellator MMA, live on Paramount Network from the Webster Bank Arena in Connecticut. And we started the night with a heavyweight collision between two unbeaten fighters, Tyrell Fortune and Rudy Schaffroth.
You know, you could almost look at Tyrell Fortune and say, here is the future in the heavyweight division. He is a guy who's got outstanding wrestling, but look at his ability to stand up and fight. And it's that low kick that changes the course of this fight. Schaffroth was going after the big shots, trying to land on him. That inside kick, watch him get it up, that big right hand hurts him. And then he goes after him. And at that point, Rudy Schaffroth is in trouble. He's got a big man mounted on him, turns his back. Here comes Tyrell Fortune with the rear naked choke for the tap out. Outstanding victory by Tyrell Fortune.
First time on the main card for both of these fighters. Next up, the man with more fights than anyone in Bellator history, David Rickels against unbeaten Yaroslav Amosov.
Everyone knows how durable and how tough Dave Rickels is, but when you're looking at Dynamo Amosov, Yaroslav Amosov is a fighter that has it all. Great stand-up, great wrestling, and great submissions. He does it all, and he does it all so well. You look at this fight, you see when he takes him down at will, and then moves himself to positions, goes after a Darce choke, and is the first fighter to ever submit Dave Rickels in an MMA fight. What a big win by the still undefeated 22-0 Yaroslav Amosov.
Next up, they met at 135, Alejandra Lara and Taylor Turner. Turner coming off that great performance against Heather Hardy.
She did. She had a great performance against Heather. Won by the use of her ground game, but it was her ground game that started to fail her against Alejandra Lara. Lara controlled position, made the position of taking big strikes. She tried to entwine the leg here, wasn't able to. Lara slips to her back, and instead of going after the choke, just decides to pound her out. The referee comes in and stops it. A big win for Alejandra Lara.
Co-main event featured Tim Johnson instead of Javi Ayala against Vitaly Minakov, who was coming off his first career loss. Well, he's back to his winning ways in a big-time way.
Yeah, very impressive by Vitali to come against a guy that's got such good wrestling. A completely different fighter, but look at what he does with the wrestling. Look at the big man take him over the top. That is a huge lift by Vitali. Comes again with it and brings him over. This is what makes Minakov so tough. His wrestling is outstanding. And then his striking is unorthodox, but deadly. Big kick with a right foot, right hand. That stuns Johnson. He's in trouble, he's out. Big shots by Vitaly Minakov to knock out Tim Johnson.
Minnikov a victor once again. Main event of the evening, the rematch between Matt Mitrione and Sergei Kharitonov. Dan Mergliata making sure both men were properly equipped. Well, as it turned out, John, they really weren't.
Well, Matt Mitrione had a mouthpiece that just did not work for him in this fight, and it started to become a problem for him mentally in the fight. He was doing well, he was landing his hands, he was hitting combinations, but Kharitonov, we always talked about him coming forward. Once he started to be able to set his feet and come forward, he started to land big shots, and there is that uppercut. That uppercut to a knee, which he just knocked out Roy Nelson with. Now he knocks out Matt Mitrione. Sergei Kharitonov is a beast.
For the latest Bellator news and information, go to Bellator.com or the Bellator app.